Happy New Year 2025 adds up to a nine, and nines are all about how power uses you, how the larger galactic universal forces come into your body and you become an agent for grace and kindness and love. Yeah, real lofty, right? Well, nine, two plus two plus five, add zero in there too. And nine goes to the planet Mars, right? And Mars is in retrograde, and Mars is masculine and penetrating and, can be dickish and toxic. But when balanced by Venus, you and I are connected. What's our situation, ship, or our relationship? Venus is that negotiating energy, and she tends to be the six. Well, we're moving into an Aquarius age, folks. And Venus, with her pentagram shape moving in the sky, five is the pentagram, and every 8 years she returns to the same space, five and eights. And so I'm now making Mercury, who used to be the five in numerology, the six. Gary P. Keaton does some great work on alchemy and Mercury. So Gary P. Caton, not Keaton, get it right, Caton. Some hermetic alchemical work on Mercury. So shout out to Gary P. Caton, Caton, about Mercury being more the six energy and Venus being more of the five. And that's from Venus Star Point and all that with Ariel Gutman. Okay, that's enough of the shout outs, right? But just know that Mercury, whether we get into the weeding into that and trust, I will be doing more deeper dives for those of you who have already the understanding of the interconnection between numerology and astrology and tarot, and you just want to see another perspective. Well, here's the melanated person that is charged to do this. Point this year is about allowing divinity to use you. We do a lot of talk about evolution. What about involution? So, how do you give freely? How do you cast those proverbial breads upon the waters and it returns tenfold? Hey, look, got on my Prince shirt, who, he became a Jehovah's Witness in the 90s. I started in the earlier years for me and left in the 80s. And point is that it's all service, and there was a phrase with Jehovah's Witnesses called pioneering. Uh, if there's any Aries, and we all have Mars somewhere, we all have a relationship to Aries, whether it's the sun, moon, or rising, but we have all 12 signs. So this year, 2025, particularly if you're born in January, February, or March, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. Yeah, let's breathe. Those are the impact signs. So the way you get these relationships between the nine and six, the Mars and Mercury, Capricorn, I utilize for my community for a purpose beyond just myself. So they may seem selfish, but really they're centered in making sure that the whole is taken care of in very practical, resourceful levels. And then Aquarius is transpersonal air, but they are bearing or containing their feelings in water. So that's why there can be a mind fucking or a suppressing based on the amount of resentment they may have about the idealistic service that they have to offer or give freely, right? And then a Pisces is all of it, the ocean, the cup of water. And so their phrase is, I believe. So we go from utilize, Capricorn, to I know, Aquarius, to I believe, Pisces. And with Mars in retrograde in a nine universal year, we're all being charged to move with our hearts, Mars and Leo until January 6th, and he'll be there until April about 16th, 17th, and when he backs up into Cancer. So these first 4 months of the year, the transpersonal signs of Sag, yep, didn't start with Sag because we're in Capricorn. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, trans, beyond personal. Just This language is consistently can be broken down and essentialized. If you want a deeper dive, tell me in the comments, or get in touch with me through beliefisnotrequired.com. Because this year, the nine energy for me, the divinity that's coming through me, is to kind of segregate or to sequester. Love that word. To move into, giving the basics, in YouTube, giving the deeper at belief is not required, consistently turning people on to our raw material, which is Vipassana, Buddhist, self monitoring, the ego soul balance. But Happy New Year.